Hello and welcome, amazing humans, incredible creatives. I'm Semaj. This is Creating with Semaj. This is the late night edition, day 27 of our 30 days of November of us painting together. It has been a very, very busy day. I've been up since 4 a.m. working, getting things done. This is literally the first time I've had to sit down. I already tried to record this twice. Once the video stopped, another time there was chaos, everything fell. So one of the paintings I finished, and good thing we have 36 here, because 30 days would not have worked, because there's been a couple of times that the camera didn't work and paintings got done. So we'll see it at the end of the month when we take a look at all the things that we've created. So we're here every day for 20 minutes, dedicating time to just letting go. No expectations, no judgment about what we do. It's just getting into that creative space, that creative flow. Painting, for me, it's usually landscapes. That's my happy place. Sometimes abstracts show up, but I don't ever go in with a plan. And I usually feel what I want to do. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go ahead and get started. Canson watercolor, praying oval 16. Let's turn to our page. And let's just play with some paint. What do I want to do? So it was a very busy day today. I had to get all of the items together and done for Thanksgiving sides. What sort of sides do you do for Thanksgiving? What are your favorite things? I'd love to hear from you in the comments about what you do for Thanksgiving, or even if you celebrate Thanksgiving. It's a holiday here in America that we celebrate. And I don't know where you're from, but where I'm from in America, we celebrate Thanksgiving. And we do it all sorts of different ways. And people have different sorts of traditions. And I have to honestly say, I don't remember doing a lot of Thanksgiving growing up. Really, to be honest. But I started doing Thanksgiving when I became a young adult. And then when I got involved with my partner, Thanksgiving was important for the family. So I became the predominant doer of Thanksgiving, of all the food and the cooking and arranging things, which I quite enjoy. But then a few years ago that stopped, which is fine. And now, just my partner and I that do Thanksgiving together. And sometimes we go and do charity. This year we're just taking it easy and doing it at home. The charity we were going to do ended up having enough people, so that's a beautiful thing. So I just made a donation instead. And I think that's always a great thing to do. However, you can be involved in your community and give back is a beautiful thing. Whether monetarily or with your time. So things that I made today were traditional in America: green bean casserole, that was done, and a side dish of sweet potatoes, and another side dish of Brussels sprouts, and another side dish of a different type of sliced potato, and then lastly I guess it's a twice baked potato casserole, and then a salad was prepared, all put together, but no mac and cheese and no lasagna. And all of these are just small sides, small dish sides. You know, it's not enough to feed an army. It's enough to feed just a couple of people, because that's all that's really needed or necessary. I took the turkey out this morning and it was still frozen, even though it's been in the refrigerator, as the instructions said, 4 hours per pound. So it had been in there already 72 hours and it was still frozen. So I'm sorry, I had to do it my grandmother's old way. Take it out and put it in a pan and set it on the kitchen sink, on the countertop, and just let it thaw out a little bit. And so this evening I put it in for the brine and it was still frozen. So I'm trusting the brine will thaw it as it went back into the refrigerator and will be brining until tomorrow morning. And what time do you put in your turkey? I don't do this eat at 1 o'clock thing. No, I like to eat, like, you know, at a sensible time. Maybe 3 o'clock. That works for me. I apologize for this very late edition, and I don't know what happened yesterday with yesterday's edition. It never got posted until this afternoon at, like, I think 12:45 I saw that it posted, which was very strange. So my apologies. But you get me twice in one day. Twice in one day, twice in one day. It's the double pleasure, it's twice in one day. Yeah. My singing skills are pretty bad. But I'm here all month. I'm here all month and I'm not going anywhere. All right. Don't ever leave your brush in your water sitting like that, because it's really bad for the ferrules, this part, because it gets the water up into here and you don't want that to happen. So don't ever leave your brushes in the water. You should always just take them out. But I did a bad thing and didn't do that. Oh, Semaj, you're so bad. I never really know what's going to happen when I paint. It just shows up. Looks like we're getting some sort of tree thing. Maybe this is going to be like a pre-Christmas theme. Do you do Christmas before Christmas? I mean, do you do the decorating of Christmas before Thanksgiving? Is it part of your Thanksgiving tradition to do the Christmas decorations and do the tree and all of that? I don't really celebrate Christmas. Haven't for years. It's not an important holiday to me. But it sure is a pretty holiday. Sure is pretty. In the sense of the gifts and all of that, at my age, I don't need stuff. And I don't have any kids or family close by or anybody. So, you know, Christmas is always low-key for me. It said purple. I don't know why it went purple, but I'm going with purple. It's like there's this voice that just says, do this, do that. I was going to do a live, but apparently you have to have 50 subscribers or 1,000 watch hours. Well, I don't have 50 subscribers, and someone said, well, just get 50 friends. And I said, well, I'd have to have 50 friends to be able to have that happen, so. I have lots of people who know me, but it's really funny. All of my life I've been there for everyone, and it's so funny how people just I guess, and that's not a judgment, I think people just don't know what to do to show up for me sometimes, and that's okay. I'm a pretty independent person, and I think that does. And I talk a lot, especially during my cancer journey, is I learned to let more people in, to allow them in. But it was very interesting as I allowed people in. They started making me more responsible for them. They started making me more responsible for them during my cancer journey than making me responsible for myself during my cancer journey. And I was like, I don't think this is the way it's supposed to be. So, if you are ever person who's going through cancer, allow people to show up with whatever level of love they're trying to show up with, right? Even if it's not packaged the way you would want it to, it's probably the best way that they know how to deliver it. And we have to allow that stuff to come in, because they're wanting to help you and love you and assist you. And that was really hard for me to learn through my journey. But also, if you're a person showing up for people, or if you're that person helping that person through the journey, don't ever make them responsible for anything. Like if the patient or the stuff is running late or there's problems, don't bring it upon, or don't talk about it around the patient. Go into another room, go someplace else, have your discussion with whomever, because you know what? We feel responsible because you wanted to bring us here and we said yes, and now you're stuck in this situation and you're complaining, and then we feel like, well, if we didn't have cancer, you wouldn't be here, so ultimately it really is our fault. And so that's a lot to take on, right? So don't do that. Don't do that. If you offer, just offer with a joyful, gleeful heart. And if things happen and things get screwed up, that's just kind of what happens. Because everybody's there is trying to save your life and trying to do the very best they can for you. And sometimes things get delayed. It just happens. Nobody is intentionally setting out to make it hard for you. It just sometimes happens that way. And it's unfortunate, but it is what happens. I know from experience, from being a 5-time survivor and a 3-time survivor of lymphoma, so I speak from words of wisdom. And I'm glad to be here on the other side. And, I'm so thankful that I had so many people who loved me and took care of me and watched out for me and were willing to be there for me. It was amazing. It was a weird. I don't know where that came from. Oh, listen, we have a commercial. We have a commercial. Look, it's the M4. Make sure you get your new M4 something. Oh, it's the new MacBook, maybe? Yes, that's what it is. It's the new MacBook Pro. Gosh, I hope they went back to the old MacBook. So I got the new M1 MacBook a few years ago. I really don't like it. It has that slider feature on it, and it didn't make it like an old MacBook used to be. So I hope that this new MacBook is like the old MacBook. That would be nice. Oh, look at that cool color that we got. How did we get that? Oh, we got that from the green, I think. Mixing with that. Anyway. So yes, thankful to be a survivor, thankful to support survivors, and love the people who step up and are there to help people through the journey, because without you, it would be that much harder for all of us. And why did I put that orange on there? I put orange on everything. Why did I do that? I think I want to darken it up. I know what that's about. You know, doing this practice really helps to lower cortisol in the body, which is a really beautiful thing. It also gets you into that flow state. And you know what you can do? You don't even have to be listening to me ramble and talk. You can put on your own tunes and just watch me paint. And just, do that. Right? You don't have to listen to me. Nobody said you had to listen to me. You can do it your way. You can do it your way. Do it your way. I don't think I've ever splashed before. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done this before. All right. Should I splash it here? Yeah. Pretend it like snowed. It snowed, it snowed. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere you go. Da 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 da. I don't know the words to this song. I'm sorry. It's kind of fun. Look at that. Yes, I'm going to dry it a bit. So I guess this is our poise into winter. Getting ready for the next season. I appreciate you being here for this very late night edition here tonight. As it's nearly 9:30. We've been here almost 20 minutes painting together, creating, figuring out what we're going to get. Showing up every single day for the month of November. Doing this intuitive, creative process, not knowing what we're going to get or questioning the process, but just going with the process and having fun, hopefully escaping, figuring out, and taking a few minutes to be with you, to be with me, and to just enjoy the experience of doing something, being creative. So remember, if you liked the content, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And I would love to have you subscribe, because if I get to 50 subscribers, hey, I could go live. It's going to take a while to get to that 1,000 watch hours, I'll tell you that. But I certainly appreciate all the time you always take with me and how you are here with me through the process. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you so very, very much. It's a joy to have you on board. I look forward to us doing lots of exciting and fun things together in the coming year. 2025, I can't believe, is just around the corner, literally. Pretty soon it will be just 31 days away. Hard to believe. Hard to believe. Again, thank you so very much for taking this time with me this evening. I appreciate you being here with me. I am Semaj. This is Creating with Semaj. I look forward to seeing you the next time. And until then, I have to put something there. I just can't leave it, so. Okay, I'll see you next time. Until then.